Hey kids, Mr. Glenn here. Hope you are well. We're going to go back into selection tools and we're going to look at the selection brush tool. The magic wand tool is great, but the brush tool is just another level. It's going to be really helpful, especially if you have an image that just has a person on like a background. It means you can get into things like hair and fingers and things like that, and pull out sort of smaller selections where the magic wand tool can get a little bit confused. So let's go and check out the image that I've got. So I'm going to go and get my layers. I'm going to bring my layers into the middle of the screen so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to go and just pull this up so you can see where I'm at. 3 layers, microphone, home, whatever text you've got. I'm going to go and turn these 2 layers off. Okay. And what I'm going to do is what I'm going to do is just change this because I keep that as BG generally. So I've got BG, my background, home, microphone. What I'm going to do is I am going to go and cut out this main building here out of this area. You may want to go and use this picture for this exercise. It'll be in our assignments and probably in our OneNote, but I can give it to you anyway in a Teams chat. That's totally fine. We want to select this and cut it all out. I'm going to use the selection brush tool. This has a width. Okay, so I can change how big this thing is, okay, and how wide it is. Look, I mean, you can start to choose huge pieces of this. So I'm going to bring that back down to, I think, about that size, wasn't it? It's probably a bit too big still. Grab that. That size is fine for this. Okay, but it means that you can get really into things quite easily. So I'm going to go and start to just paint basically, and as it paints it's going to select just the text. However, you need to be careful because you'll not start to notice that the edges will start to sort of fray. Okay, but it's not a problem because you are able to go and let's just go and see if I can get rid of this for a second. I should be able to go and just undo and go back the other way. Go zoom out of here for a second, pull this away. Is just bring your brush up to the edge like that, and you can see that it will snap to the edges, and you can see where the lines go, and the lines just go up to the edge, but you can stop and you can change the brush size. You can start to add things to it. So just pull it in, start to brush, start to paint, and where you see there's gaps, put it together, and then I'm going to go and grab the rest of it. I'm just going to zoom out so I can see the whole image, and what I'm going to do is change this up a size so I've got a little bit bigger. Whoops, you can see that I've just gone off the edge there with my brush. There's a little piece there. There we go. Go and grab all this. Go and grab all that. And I'm just going to go down to the edge. I can still see bits and pieces, and what I want are the marching ants just around the outside of my building like this, and that's what I want to do. I want to cut this out now, and I want to go and make it into a new layer. So I'm going to go and copy, so I can go and Command C, Control C, or you can long press on your iPad, or you can go to the menu which is Edit, and I can go and copy. I should have a copy selection. Go to here, File, Edit, Copy Selection, and then what I'm going to do is just bring my layers in here. There's a button down here at the bottom next to the bin, and it says Add Pixel Layer. So I'm going to go and add a pixel layer, and inside there I'm going to go and paste this into this layer. So I'm just going to go and Command V, Control V, or I'm just going to go Edit and Paste. And it should allow me to go and paste that background into my new pixel layer. And you can see it's ignored this layer, so I'm going to go and bin that layer for a second. But I don't know if you can see in the thumbnail, that house is in there. So I'm going to turn my background off like this. And my background is just left with my selection like this. And you can see that I've got a slight gap in there, but it should be okay for this exercise. So I've got my background turned off, and it means that I can then go and start to put things in between these 2 layers, so like my microphone and my text. And what I can do is I can go and grab my microphone text and I can pull this layer underneath the house like this, and you can see that the text looks like it's been bent around the house there. So I'm going to go and pull this out. My microphone layer, I'm going to go and just select it, deselect that. This is where I can grab my Marquee select tool. So my Marquee select tool inside here, it's just got my text inside my layer. So I'm going to make sure that my layer is still shown. Let's go and grab my Marquee select tool. This is a different kind of selection tool. So I'm just going to go and grab everything inside that microphone layer, which is just the writing. And this is going to allow me to move things around. So if I go to my move tool, because it's going to allow me to move things around, I can then start to move things around, and I can start to bend it and start to play with it. And then my writings can kind of fit. Now at the moment, it's looking like my building's in the way, but it's not a problem because we can start to resize it and start to play with it. And then my building, I can go and fill in my background later on with the same color blue, and I can go and change my building with my selection like I've just done. Let's go and get my Marquee select tool and just my building. I can start to move that around as well. So the same processes apply to every single thing that's happening in our layers. So we start to move things around and we start to put our text around different objects, and I can use the color from the background just to color it in again. So I'm going to go and undo all that and just apply this again. So what I've done is just to go through here, I've used my brush selection tool. I've gone around the item. I've gone and copied and pasted this into a new layer. So I went to edit, I went to copy. I can use Command C, Command V, and I can go and paste it. So I'm going to paste the text in, paste the object in, and the object will paste into a new layer, which is here. And then this allows me to go and move it around. So I can move this object and do anything I want with this. And I can go and pull my text now underneath like I did before, my microphone home. And I can move it around like this, and I can do anything I want to it. So our job right now is to go and experiment with that and start to play around with just our layers and selections. As always, good luck.